unconstitutional. I don't know that you've addressed that.
Happy to. So SFFA is an entirely different case from the one before the court at the moment. SFFA made clear that it is still constitutional to use race to remedy specified discrimination, which is what we have in the state of Louisiana, what we showed before the Robinson court. So SFFA is in fact working more in our favor, we believe, than supporting our opponents. And there are many distinctions between this case and the SFFA case. For example, Section 2 is a decidedly remedial statute. SFFA involved the diversity rationale involving a admissions process with a university, not a statute that is derived from Congress's enforcement powers under the Reconstruction Amendments that deals with remedying discrimination. That is a very clear distinction. This court has been clear in Shaw, in SFFA, in Croson, in Fullalove, that you can use race in a limited way to remedy racial discrimination. The other factor that makes SFFA reconcilable with Milligan, which is controlling here, is that we know both decisions were issued within 3 weeks of one another. It is illogical to think that this court issued the SFFA decision and Milligan in the same term, in the same month even, and somehow those cases work at cross purposes with one another. So in our view, it is very clear that the case law before this court supports the use of race as needed once there has been a showing of specified discrimination. And the Section 2 test gives the court an inference of intentional discrimination to draw upon. Congress was very intentional in crafting the results test to balance the concerns of getting at all discrimination in our electoral processes, but also being mindful of a potential allegation of racism against states and other state actors. And so Section 2 requires neither a confession nor an accusation of racism. It looks strictly at results, which this court has upheld on numerous occasions, including most recently in Milligan, but before that in Lopez, in Bernie, in City of Rome, written by Justice Marshall for this court, made very clear that results is constitutional and that the use of race is permissible in remedying discrimination.
Justice Kagan?
Ms. Nelson, were Section 2 to cease to operate in the way that you just described to prevent voters